hear it for Andhra Pradesh's firebrand opposition leader and an aspiring chief minister who also recently undertook an arduous and massive 3,000-kilometer long Padyatra and is preparing for the next elections. Welcome. May I please also call on stage Rahul Kaval, News Director, Aaj Tak and India Today, to kindly come and moderate the session. Thank you, Rahul.
So much time and energy is taken up by dissecting what's happening in the Hindi heartland. The fact is, a very crucial part of the 2019 elections will be fought below the Vindhyas. And joining us at the India Today Conclave is one of the most important players in South Indian politics, a man we don't see very often on television and in Delhi, but that's because he's been doing one of the most extensive padyatras in contemporary Indian politics. Can we have a very warm round of applause as we welcome to the India Today Conclave, Jagan Mohan Reddy. Welcome, sir. You're looking supremely fit. I see the Padyatra, some 3,648 kilometers have clearly helped you shape. The fact is, he has been walking like a man possessed. I must give some context to those who haven't followed his Padyatra from early in the morning, almost from the first time he wakes up, right till the very end of the day, all the way into the wee hours. He's walking. And then he has some court appearances, so he has to go back to Hyderabad. The moment they get over, he comes back and starts walking again. So you've really shown a level of intensity and hunger, which is quite unique. We haven't seen this. People said that no one has walked quite as much as you have. Your father saw the Padyatra as his route to power. Do you think this Padyatra will be your route to power in Andhra Pradesh?
I do not know about whether this is a route to power or not. But one thing is, Rahul, what Padyatra has done is given people a sense of hope. There is somebody who's coming to them, listening to them, understanding the plight, and also raising up these issues throughout the Padyatra. So the issues are sorted out by the government while in the Padyatra, good. Even otherwise, you have somebody who is heard, who is listened, who is willing to do something. So that gives people hope. And if that hope is what is actually driving me to do something that, everybody has a dream, why one wants to become something. Now, I have a dream. Becoming Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh is, the very purpose for that is, I want to stay alive after death. That's my objective. For that, I need to do so much of good to the people. What Padyatra does is, it changes somebody. Usually there's a saying they say, 6 months you're with somebody, you become that person becomes you. 14 months on the road, seeing day in and day out their plight, transforms you into something different. You want to do something.
So I want to build on this. When you fought the election in 2014, after the untimely demise of your father, the very popular former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, to now, how do you think you've changed? You say that you're traveling, meeting all these people, you've changed. Explain the evolution of Jagan Reddy, the politician.
Basically, my 9 years of travel, most of the while I've been with the masses. Even before the Padyatra also, the 9 years that I traveled, most of the time I was with masses. But what this Padyatra does is, literally you are there with them, day in and day out. You get up, you do the Padayatra. While you're walking, people know where you're staying, people know which route you're taking, people know where to find you. So, day in and day out, you see those kind of problems. Those minutest details, what generally anybody would miss out on a macro picture. You witness it every day. And you would come to an understanding where you would start feeling that, when you see their plight versus how you are, that, God has blessed you so much. It's a fact.
So explain your ideas on governance. If you were to get an opportunity in April, May to be Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, all the opinion polls currently suggest that you're clearly in the lead, that there is a fair amount of anti-incumbency that's built up against the state government. How would the government of YSRCP be different from what Andhra Pradesh has seen, from what Chandrababu Naidu has done or not done?
See, most of these problems, what I've seen, I've encountered all through the state in this Padayatra is, most of them are man-made problems. Proper governance, credible governance, sorts out lots of issues. You should not make false promises that you cannot keep. The biggest lies, the biggest problem from what has originated from Chandrababu Naidu's regime is the credibility of that man is to the rock bottom. He's made so many promises. He's lied. People today are in distress thanks to this man's lies. People, for example, the farmers. He said, knowing very well, 87,612 crores of farm loan waiver, he said. He spoke of. Knowing very well that no state government has got the capacity to waive 87,612 crores. What are actually the agricultural loans? Yet this man had the audacity to say to the farmers, don't pay. And the farmers stopped paying. And the worst part is, his government not only breached on that, but the interest subvention amount what the earlier governments were given so as to enable the farmers to get interest-free loans is also gone, thanks to this man's regime. There are no remunerative prices. Agriculture is in distress. So on and so forth in every sector. This is the problems what you witness. If I were to go on explaining this, it will probably take a longer while.
No, so you haven't explained what I asked you to. I said, you've talked a lot about the problems of the Chandrababu Naidu regime. Let's assume you get an opportunity. What would you do different? How is your politics or model of governance different from what we've seen? Is it an extension of the welfare populism of your father? Who is Jagan Mohan, the politician, and what will he do if he's Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh?
The most important thing is, Rahul, doing things on a saturation mode. Unfortunately, the era in Andhra Pradesh is, you want any scheme from the government. The first question what is asked is, which party did you vote for? This is the first question what is asked. Everything is given with a discretion. What needs to be done is, what we would be doing is, we're coming up with grammar secretariats. Now, we want to ensure that every village, in that village, you have a grammar secretariat what deals with the problems then and there itself. We will not make any distinction. We will ensure that everything is given on a saturation mode. To this, we've also added what we would be doing to the farmers, what we would be doing to the other sections of the societies, all through my Padayatra. And we've made certain schemes, we've announced certain schemes, call them Navaratnalu. And all of them have come from the plight of the people. So we strongly believe that if these are implemented, it will ensure that people of Andhra Pradesh get a better deal.
Where does Jagan Mohan Reddy stand in the national big picture for 2019? What is your equation with Prime Minister Modi and with Congress President Rahul Gandhi?
See, as far as national politics are concerned, our state has been betrayed by both the people. Both the national parties have not done us good. We're all sitting down here. We look at the parliament. We give credit to the parliament. And what is to happen to our faith in the parliament if we were to see a regime where a word is given in the parliament and it's not kept up? My state is being bifurcated against the wishes of the state, against the wishes of the people, with a precondition that special category status would be given. And the ruling party, the opposition, everybody came together on the floor of the House, in the parliament, shut down the doors of the parliament, live telecast of the parliament was cut. People who were protesting against the division were suspended from the parliament. And they went ahead and did what they did. And in the Rajya Sabha, the entire parties, all of them, the ruling party as well as the opposition party, then BJP, the ruling party, the Congress, all of them came together. They said, we're going to bifurcate the state. This bifurcation probably is the only bifurcation in this country where the demanding state took the capital along with it. And today you have a state that is Andhra Pradesh where children of my state who are graduates, they don't know where to go for a job.
But can I just play contrarian and devil's advocate for a moment? The special category status to one of the northeastern states, to say Orissa or Jharkhand, is understandable. Andhra Pradesh, sir, is not one of the poorest states in the country. It's not the most impoverished state in the country. Is it just for pure political gain that both you and Mr. Naidu keep talking about a special category status state? The fact is, Andhra Pradesh is, relatively speaking, more well-to-do than so many other states who have a more compelling case to be given special category status.
Now, the most important thing is, weren't you aware of all these details now that you speak of now today, when the state was being bifurcated? Weren't Jharkhand there? Wasn't any of the states that you speak of there on that particular day? All these states were there in the parliament. And yet you said injustice is being done. And yet you said, as a precondition to this injustice, we will give special category status. And this was promised in the parliament by both the ruling party as well as the opposition parties. All of them came together. As a precondition, they said they will give special category status. And then they broke the state. And now, having broken the state, if they say today, Jharkhand is there, Chhattisgarh is there, some other state is there, some other state is there, then why give a word in the parliament? How does one have faith in the parliament? You do something, you break it off, and then you come up with excuses not to give. Then who would trust the parliament?
So in the 2019 elections, there's the BJP led by Modi and Shah. There is the Mahagathbandhan where you've got the Congress, the TDP, several other parties as well. And there is this unnamed but a third kind of front. Where is Jagan Mohan Reddy in all these three pictures?
See, Jagan is neutral. Our only demand is special category status. As far as Jagan is concerned, as far as people of Andhra Pradesh are concerned, we are sick and tired of trusting people. People say they will deliver, and after the elections, they don't deliver. We are sick and tired of this. We, people of Andhra Pradesh, Jagan, representing people of Andhra Pradesh, says, we don't want to trust anybody. We will be open. We will say, you give, we support. We've already lost 5 years.
So you are saying it's very transactional. Whoever gives you special category status gets your support. Now, whether that is Prime Minister Modi, whether that's Rahul Gandhi, whether that's Mayawati, it doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Even if Rahul himself becomes the Prime Minister, I will not mind, I will support him. Yourself. Not Rahul Gandhi, but yourself also.
I am not becoming Prime Minister of anything, so that's okay. So it's purely transactional. You will go with whoever gives special category status to us. So you're hoping to max out in the Lok Sabha elections, pull as many seats as you can, and then go with whoever. But for that, you need a government that doesn't get a full majority. So contingent to your plan is that whether it's the BJP or the opposition, they fall short of a majority, so they need whatever MPs you get. So you don't want a mazboot sarkar, you want a majboor sarkar.
Well, what I want is God's grace. And what I want is a leader who understands that a word given in the parliament means something. And the state of Andhra Pradesh is deprived of special category status. And it should be honored. I want a leader who can understand that. It's as simple as that.
No, but why is special category status so important? Even we spoke to Chandrababu Naidu in Vizag. He was also talking a lot about this. Why can't life go on? You've got a big state, industrial state, a lot of enterprise, a lot of initiative. Get on and make the most of what you have, as opposed to having your needle stuck on the issue of a special category status.
See, the very fact is, Rahul, why should we be deprived? I ask you a simple, straight question. Why should we be deprived? You broke the state against our wishes. And you said as a precondition you would give special category status. And now why do you justify yourself not to give? You have broken the state with an assurance that you will give special category status. Today I'll tell you one small thing. Today, why special category status is so very important to our state. I'll just say something. See, we cannot compete with Hyderabad. We cannot compete with Bangalore. We cannot compete with Chennai. Hyderabad took 60 years to be what it is today. Today, anybody who does a degree, anybody who holds a degree in our state doesn't know where to go for a job. Only with special category status, you would get special incentives, that is 100% income tax exemption, 100% GST exemption. Only with these kind of special industrial incentives, you will have somebody coming up and setting up a hotel there in Andhra Pradesh. You will have somebody coming up and setting up a hospital there in Andhra Pradesh. You will have somebody coming up and setting up an IT shop, a factory. Let it be anything. What is the motivation? When Hyderabad is just beside, and you have all the infrastructure what is required, and Hyderabad is far superior, or Chennai is far superior, or Bangalore is far superior, how does it make sense for anybody, how is it viable for somebody to come up and set up a hotel, a hospital, an IT shop, a factory, anything in Andhra Pradesh? And where do we go?
Your party branched out of the Congress when you believe that Sonia Gandhi was unfair by not appointing you chief minister after your father passed away. If sometime in the future, Rahul Gandhi says, Jagan, come back, let's join hands, let's work together, what would you tell him?
See, our interest is very clear, Rahul. We are not against Rahul ji, we are not against anybody, basically, as a matter of fact. Our objective is straight. We don't want to trust anybody. We've already lost 5 years. You will have our support, provided you give. You give, we support. It's as simple as that. And we want to keep all our options open. We don't want to be tied down with anybody.
No, one is to support from the outside. I'm saying going back and joining the Congress like your father once was a member of the Congress and the brightest star in the Congress.
See, Congress is evaporated. There's no Congress there in Andhra Pradesh. Where is the Congress there? I don't understand. There's no Congress there. Why do we need Congress? Probably Congress needs us. It's as simple as that.
They got some, after having ruled Andhra Pradesh for 10 years, they got about 2.94% of the vote in the 2014 elections. Are you thinking that they're improving? Well, the Congress thinks it's improving from there. You think they've finished, game over?
See, Congress themselves have no confidence in themselves. If they had confidence in themselves, then why are they tying up with Telugu Desam Party, whom they fought against for the past 30, 40 years? 30 years they've been fighting against Telugu Desam Party, and today, without any morals, without any ethics, without any scruples, in fact, the worst part, I'll just say something about it all. June 8th, 2018, it's 6 months from this date, before this date, Congress in Andhra Pradesh released a book on Chandrababu Naidu's corruption. Released a book officially with Rahul Gandhi's photo on it and said, the most corrupt chief minister of Andhra Pradesh. The most corrupt chief minister, that is Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu. Released a book on Chandrababu Naidu, Congress party. Within 3 months, Telangana elections, Congress and Telugu Desam Party coming together and fighting an election in Telangana. I mean, what do these people, what do they think of people? I mean, you just can't release a book 3 months before saying somebody is the most corrupt person. Within 3 months, go back and, come together as an alliance and, try and fool the people whichever way you want. I don't believe, I mean, this kind of politics, if one were to do, then people will definitely not like you. I mean, they would dislike this kind of politics, Rahul.
Will the Congress-TDP alliance make any difference to your life in the Andhra Pradesh Assembly and Lok Sabha elections in a few weeks from now?
See, what I believe in is God. What I believe in is people of Andhra Pradesh. They are the people who vote. Congress, last time I fought, and again, last time I fought independently, individually, against everybody who came together. Then it was TDP, it was BJP, it was Pawan Kalyan, and so on and so forth. All of them were on one side, I was on the other side, alone. And the difference between them and us was less than a percentage, 1%, less than 1%. So, to me, it makes no difference even now. Now, Chandrababu Naidu is shifted gears. He was earlier with BJP, now he is with Congress. See, in Andhra Pradesh, the battle is between credibility versus opportunism. That's the battle. You shift faces, you shift masks, you do everything what you should not be doing, and then you ask people to vote for. People will definitely not vote.
Jagan Mohan, there are two realities about you, sir. One is the fact that you had a very successful Padyatra. You've connected with people in your state like very few have since your father. The opinion polls currently suggest that you're ahead, that there is anti-incumbency. Your 2014 Lok Sabha affidavit says you've got 15 cases against you, cases about having disproportionate income from your known sources, cases of corruption, cases of having built wealth at the cost of the public exchequer, and that is a reality that confronts you as well. How does that impact your politics, Mr. Reddy?
See, now I'll just give you a background. There were no cases on me when my father was alive. The cases came on to me only after my father's death, only after I decided to leave the Congress party. And you know who the petitioners in my case are? Telugu Desam Party and Congress. Telugu Desam Party and Congress, both of them came together after my father's death, after I left the Congress Party. Both of them came together and filed cases on me. These are the political parties who are petitioners in my case. And you know, these kind of cases people of Andhra Pradesh have been seeing. They have seen my father, they have seen my father's governance, and after seeing my father's governance, they have re-elected him in 2009. You know, if he was corrupt as unfortunately, you know, after my father's death, these people have tainted him to be, why would people re-elect him? If UPA 2 did form the government, it was because of 33 MPs from Andhra Pradesh state. That kind of huge mandate came from Andhra Pradesh under the leadership of my father, Dr. Y.S. Rajashekar Reddy. In fact, we are proud to be his son. And I was not even in politics then. I was not even in Hyderabad then.
When your father was chief minister, the charge is that you built a business empire using means fair and foul. And if you look at the cases that are against you, you've got 12 charges of cheating, dishonesty, you've got 9 charges of criminal conspiracy, you've got 3 charges of using fake documents. So it goes on, there are multiple cases that have been filed against you. Does this at some level make you vulnerable as a politician? That at some point in time, people can make you bend one way or the other using all the cases they have against you?
See, the very fact is, if you want to book cases, it's simple. If you're in the opposition, you're fighting against the central government, you're fighting against the state government, it's very easy to book cases. And all these cases, as you speak, came on to me, as I rightly said, after my father's death, when I was in the opposition, after I decided to leave the Congress party. Both Congress and TDP, these are the petitioners in my case, as I said earlier. So if you want to book cases, if you want to do anything, it's simple. If you're in government and if somebody else is helpless, sitting in the opposition like a duck, you can book any cases you want. Whatsoever you want to do, you can always do. It's your choice. But the very fact is, all these are political cases. People in Andhra Pradesh know what is happening. So they've seen my character, they've seen the kind of person that I am. And they have stood by me. They have shown me the affection. Like a son, they treat me. In fact, I am privileged to be my father's son. I am privileged to be someone from Andhra Pradesh. It's as simple as that.
Do you believe this entire tension between India and Pakistan, surgical strikes using our Air Force in Balakot, the Pulwama terror attack, and the current environment in the country, will it have any bearing at all on polling and mood and swing and intention in Andhra Pradesh?
This is something, maybe, you know, Modi ji did score a point there. I will give credit to him. Because, you know, he has exhibited strong political will. And strong political will did make some difference. But as far as Andhra Pradesh is concerned, whatever he does, the very fact that he is betrayed Andhra Pradesh on special category status, deprived Andhra Pradesh of special category status, puts him down. He will still be down because of his betrayal.
Who is the lesser evil according to you? Rahul Gandhi or Narendra Modi?
See, as far as somebody from Andhra Pradesh, as a representative of Andhra Pradesh, if someone were to ask me, I'd say both of them stabbed me. You know, you are the Prime Minister you are in a position to honor the commitment, you don't honor. And Congress party should not have done what they did, bifurcation of the state against the wishes. They did. And they went one step ahead and did not even incorporate special category status demand into the AP Reorganization Act.
As we run out of time on this discussion, Chandrababu Naidu has been trying to build the new capital city of Amravati for the state of Andhra Pradesh. Depending on what happens April and May, if you were to get an opportunity, is that a plan you intend to build on, or will you say, scrap this capital city, I don't like it, I will build my own?
It's a very catch-22 situation, Rahul. Andhra Pradesh capital city is a big scam. You know, Chandrababu Naidu became the chief minister in June 2018, sorry, June 2014. He knew exactly where the capital city was coming because he had it in his mind. And he misled people that capital city was coming elsewhere. While he misled people that capital city was coming elsewhere, he himself, on his own heritage company's name and his binamis, bought land cheaply from the farmers in the exact capital city location. I mean, this would translate into insider trading if somebody were to speak about it.
So you will throw Chandrababu Naidu in jail?
No, this is insider trading. This is breach of oath of secrecy. You know, if anybody, any chief minister takes an oath, the oath says, I will protect the interests of the state. I will protect the secrets of the state. You cannot make use of the secrets of the state to make your own financial gains. You buy on your own company's name, heritage. You have your binamis buy land at cheap rates. Then the scam just doesn't stop there. It goes one step ahead. And you know what he actually does? He ensures that his binamis and he himself are right abutting the capital area, which is not acquired. You know, he's given a very decorative name as land pooling in the mask of land acquisition. But he ensured that most of his binamis and his land himself are just outside that acquisition or land pooling. And the scam just doesn't stop there. Then you know what he does? Whatever land he acquired in the disguise of land pooling, he goes ahead and gives it to anybody of his choice at whatever rates he wants, to whomsoever he wants, at whatever prices. He gives for real estate ventures 1,600 acres. To do what? Real estate plotting, not even building.
Okay, all of those are, as of now, political charges which need to be investigated, but those are charges that you're leveling. This is the first time we've actually heard from Jagan Mohan Reddy on a stage in the national capital. I can guarantee to you, here's a
I'll just interrupt you for just 1 minute, Rahul, here. You know, since you spoke about corruption, I'll just want to interrupt 1 second from you. I'll just take 1 minute of your time. Has this country ever seen a politician caught red-handed, audio taped and videotaped with black money? He was literally audio taped and videotaped, caught red-handed, distributing black money to buy MLAs in Telangana. The forensic report confirmed it was his voice. Yet, the chief minister does not resign, goes scot-free, no cases booked. If a chief minister, someone in power, could get away with it, literally caught red-handed, audio taped and videotaped with black money, and nothing is done. Then what do you talk about corruption? Do we have any moral ground to even speak about corruption? Right? I mean, it was telecasted in your own TV channel as well. What happened? This is something what I just leave it to all the luminaries who are sitting here. Just a thought in your head. Thank you.
As I was saying, Jagan spends all his time traveling in the villages and towns of Andhra Pradesh. It's taken us a lot of effort to bring him here at the India Today Conclave. You heard from him on a national stage for the first time. Whether you like what he said or dislike what he said, agree or disagree, here's a man we'll be hearing a lot more about in the months and years to come. A very important player in the way Indian politics is shaping up. Jagan Mohan Reddy, for joining us at the India Today Conclave. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. May I please call on stage Mr. M.S. Santosh. He's the Joint Registrar with Jain University, to kindly come on stage and felicitate our guest for this morning. Thank you so much, and wishing you all the luck for the elections.